Ladies and gentlemen, Nathan and I are more than happy to introduce to you today our first ever live in-person interview with special guest, social media influencer, Lexi Winters. Lexi, how are you this fine October evening?
Hello, guys. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, of course.
I am doing fantastic. How are you guys?
We're good.
I'm doing phenomenal,
Yeah?
honestly.
Yeah, no nerves today, I promise you that much. So like I just mentioned, and like it's not even like self-proclaimed because the numbers speak for themselves. You're an influencer.
Oh my god, you guys are hyping me up.
You got 25,000 Instagram followers.
Yes.
380,000 on TikTok with over 2.5 million likes total. So, I mean, we know what it's like being famous, obviously, but we have to ask you, what's it like being an influencer? What's it like being famous?
Oh my god. Okay, well, I mean, famous is like maybe a little bit of an overstatement, but it's really fun. It honestly is something that when I was young, I would always like make vlogs on my mom's camera or like even my own like iPods, and I was always just doing that. It's always something I wanted to do. I actually had a YouTube channel when I was 13. It was called Lex Beauty 101. Yeah, super cringe. Yeah. And I got bullied so bad for it, so I stopped. But then I was just like, as I grew older, I was like, this is what I want to do. So like,
Fuck
I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. You know?
Did you, were you a photo booth? Did you use photo booth back in the day?
Yeah. I think everyone used it.
Yeah.
Photo booth was the OG.
I'm not going to lie, but my first time with a MacBook, and I've been using photo booth just for fun sometimes, I'll admit.
Right? It's so fun.
It's never going to get old.
Have you ever used photo booth to take nudes?
Have I? Or who you asking?
That's an open question. That's an open question.
Laptop, front screen in the mirror.
You're like, holding it as if it's like an iPad. You're like, mirror selfie. Yeah, love that. It's hilarious.
Love it.
So like we'll kind of continue on this path, but like when did you kind of notice your social media career kind of take off? And then like also like kind of like what did that feel like when it first started blowing up?
Totally. Good question. Okay, so it was in 2019 when TikTok, like, it was before the Charlie D'Amelio days and, like, the Addison Rae days. And
the good old days.
Yeah, the good old days. And so I was just, like, making stupid videos. Like, I would always just make, like, dumb gag videos, I guess, like, just, like, silly acting ones. And then one day I did this song to, what is her name? Young Ma. And it, like, blew up. And it got, like, over 1 million views. And it happened, like, overnight. And so I woke up and I was, like, 14,000 followers, like, what? Did my nudes get leaked? Like, what the fuck is going on? I was so stressed out about it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is happening? And then I looked at this video, and it just had all these comments. And the thing that makes you, like, blow up, I guess, is, like, comments, especially on TikTok. People just interacting with your post, liking it, sharing it, all that stuff.
It's the algorithm.
It is.
Algorithm, yeah.
Yeah, you got to just get the algorithm going. So that's exactly, like, how that kind of happened. And honestly, once that happened, I knew that I needed to, like, jump on the train if I wanted this to keep going. So after that, I just started posting like 3 times a day, which is a lot of content and a lot of time, but it was so much fun, and it's something I enjoy doing. So I was just like, let's keep going.
Yeah, it's something you just kind of like ride that wave, right? And like that's something like our first one, you know, we had a lot of friends sharing everything, and we just kind of ride that wave, right? And now you just kind of like the only way you stay on that wave is if you keep working, right? So that's exactly like what we're trying to do, and obviously that you've been able to do. So
yeah, no, you guys are on the right path for sure.
What's your most liked video?
Oh, okay. My most liked video is right now. It has 119,000, and it's this one of me that I did like a transition video, and I was like sitting on this chair, and I was like, I had my hair in a braid and just like this like super, like I was literally wearing pajamas. And then I like flipped my hair upside down, and I was wearing like this dress, and it's people in this dress. My boobs were like hella out. So, and TikTok flags the hell out of me. Like they flag me constantly. So I was like, hey, I'm not trying to get flagged. So I put a Game Boy over my boobs, and everybody was like, take the sticker down. Like everybody's like freaking out about it.
Horny people on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Like, boobs, literally, let's show me your bobs. I was like, okay, like
bobs and vagine.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay.
What do you like? What kind of videos do you usually post? Is it like transitions, like you said, and that most liked one? Is that like the usual?
That's the usual. Either that, obviously thirst traps, because I mean, like that's
it works.
Like,
it
does.
Works,
we love. I'll tell you right now, we love thirst traps.
Like, the amount of times like I comment on TikTok, like holy shit, like I would let this girl spit on my face or something like that. Like,
and he means it too.
Yeah,
I truly mean it too. Yeah.
Whenever like Bayless is down bad, he just goes right to TikTok and just comments on every goddamn video.
That's hilarious. I love that.
Just spread the wealth around. I'm just a nice guy.
Yeah, I love it.
Nice guy. And I know you mentioned how kind of like when you rode that wave that you were doing 3 videos a day. Is that kind of what you're still doing, or like with another job, is it kind of like taking a back seat?
Totally. So actually now that I've gotten the following and the consistency that I created from doing that, it's actually not good to concentrate the algorithm that much, especially because it's just nowadays on TikTok, there's so many people on TikTok that it's just like you're concentrating it way too much. So I post just once a day and it'll be like more quality videos than just like getting attention videos kind of in a way. Like now it's more like content centered and like trending videos that it'll just get the views instead of having to like make 3 a day.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that because I was literally just going to ask you.
Yeah.
Right before you got here, you texted us saying, hey, I'll be there soon, just making a video.
Yeah.
Was that your only one today?
Yeah, okay. So that one, so I always make like pre-recorded videos because like you said, like I have a full-time career job and this is kind of like, I guess my side hustle is what you would call it, I guess. Yeah. And so I recorded 7 videos and then I was like, I gotta go. But I literally got off at 5 and then I was like, okay, I need to eat and then I need to do this and then I gotta go. So that's kind of like the life. Yeah. Balancing all this stuff. It is, it's thrilling.
Yeah, like for us, like it's not a daily thing, but as soon as Tuesday hits, like that's our recording day. We absolutely totally get it. Like, you know, we both have classes in the morning, then we kind of get home, get settled, and you get it done. We finish the editing, everything, and then you got to post, and the next thing you know, it's back to your regular life, right? Like it's back to school. So until really like you make a full time out of this, it's definitely, like you said, it's definitely a side hustle. Totally. But at the same time, it's fun. Right?
It is.
And that's one thing for us is like, despite even if things don't get bigger, even if this is like where we stay the whole time, it's like when I'm 40 years old, I'm gonna be able to tell my kids I had a podcast and I had a shit ton of fun doing it, right? So
literally, and that's also the other thing. Like the only advice that I could give with like getting actual followers that literally enjoy your content is to show that you enjoy your content. Because if you're just producing content and you're like not having fun, they can tell and they won't engage, right? So like you guys, you're doing just fine. And I'm excited to see where you guys go. I genuinely am. I'm really excited.
And one of the main things is our fan interaction. Like we do our one Ask MF segment where we like just get fans that ask us stupid questions, and by far that's the most fun that we've had doing it.
That's awesome.
Because the questions are the best, and like we said, and the fans are like what helps you get there, right? So
exactly.
It's your friend sharing it. It's your friend telling friends, right? So that's just kind of like what you have to do. Especially like we talked before this, how like you've had other influencers saying, like I'm not going to do a collab and I'm not going to like help each other out, but like why not? Like. Right? It's all audience growth, right?
Exactly. And recently now I've met like so many influencers that genuinely like Calgary, especially I'd say within like the last like year and a bit, has been way more like into sharing. Like everybody now is like into sharing and feeding off of each other, which is amazing. It's a great change for sure.
I think we haven't asked what's your job outside of TikTok? Like, what do you do from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday?
Okay, so I
feel rude not asking that.
No, that's okay.
I shout it out somehow.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you. So I went to school for travel and tourism, and so literally all of my courses, I took a diploma because I've always been the kind of girl where like I like school, but I always have to try hard at it, and so like working hard is great, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do a degree because I always knew that influencing was kind of what I wanted to do. Yeah. So I went to SAIT for 2 years, and then I graduated with a travel degree in the pandemic. So that was,
Congrats,
fun.
In a pandemic.
Right? Yeah. I was like, wow, where am I supposed to work?
Where am I going to travel now?
Yeah, exactly, right? I was like, this is awesome. Not. Then I worked, I just kind of like didn't work for a year. I focused on influencing stuff, and then I moved back to Calgary, and I started working for this startup company called Elite Travel Management. And we manage travel spends of like large corporations that are 200,000 to 500,000 plus.
Big companies.
Yeah. Big guys. Yeah. And then, so I was a sales rep, and now I'm booking travel, and I'm in charge of starting our new brand called Maple. So it's going to be a handcrafted travel design company where a lot of people think of like travel agencies and they're like, oh, this like older lady sitting in an office. And it's like, no, we want to bring like a new, fresh, like hot idea to the whole shebang.
And that's kind of like you said, like the stereotype is definitely your old lady who just sits in the office and books your full travel for you. Yeah. And instead, like now it should be like, oh, like we'll bring you in and we can give you all these options. We can tell you where the most fun is, right? And like that's just an industry evolving.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's awesome for you guys, and it's definitely an opportunity you guys can take advantage of. So
yeah, we're excited.
I think we've got enough serious talk. Do you kind of want to get into some fun questions here?
Ask me something juicy, y'all. Let's go. Hit me with the juicy stuff.
I guess number one, has anyone ever asked you for feet pics?
Oh Oh my god! Do you guys want to see my DMs right now? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No,
show us your DMs,
yeah.
but just blur out my DM I sent you asking that same question because I don't want to get into that.
You're like,
called out.
I was drunk one night. And just fucking ignore that.
You're like, shit.
You're like toes.
But we have to get that off, like,
Yeah.
off your chest right now.
Love it. Yeah. No. So many. And the other ones, so many. Yeah. And the other ones that are just famous are like, show me your bobs. It's like bob pics.
Bobs.
And I'm like, okay, babe, you can't even spell boob.
Love
No.
Come on, help me out here.
Yeah. I'm like, if you could spell boobs, sure. But like
What?
bobs, no.
What would you rather like? Would you rather say "show me your breasts" or like what's the polite way? I don't even know if there's a polite way to ask for
Like,
that.
can you please show me your breasts, ma'am?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a polite way to ask for any of that.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Show me your bobs is definitely
Show me your
probably
bobs.
the dumbest way you could ask for
It is. Honestly, I think it's hilarious. Like titties is like, I don't know. I'm like, titties.
Titties just is cool to
Tits.
say, but
I think
it's like
tits is like...
tits.
tits is like the least worst, but I don't think there's any way that's easy to ask that. I mean,
least
if you're
worst.
hot and like you're successful, like sure,
Yeah, it's
but
like, yeah, of course I will. Like,
I'm
what's
like,
the question?
Is
but
it always
no, I'm
like,
just
is
kidding.
it more like normally older dudes who are like saying, hey, I'll pay you $500, send me feet pics? Or is it like kids our age?
You'd be
People
really
you even know who are like,
surprised.
hey, don't tell anyone I'm saying this, but I'm fucking horny right now and
yeah.
feet are my thing. You got nice feet, send me some pics.
Oh yeah, you'd be really surprised. There's a good happy medium.
God.
And it's interesting for sure. And it's hilarious. A lot of people that even like not guy friends anymore, but in the past were guy friends, they'd like try to take advantage of that. And I'm like,
They're
the
those,
fuck?
yeah, they're those slithery snakes who are trying to
Yeah.
be friends. Yeah,
I'm like, I see
we've had some
you.
experience with those kind of guys for sure.
Yeah.
Not when it comes to feet pics though, which is
Okay.
kind of very curious.
Well, do you guys get asked for dick pics? Like, is that a thing?
Not really.
It's-
Okay, because
It-
I don't know. Is that like a thing that
It-
like happens? You know?
I don't think it's ever like for you, it's probably like out of nowhere where guys are like, yeah, show me Bob.
Yeah.
But for us, it's not out of nowhere. Like the only times I think I've ever like gotten asked for dick pics is like when you're like kind of like getting in the mood, like
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're
You're
like,
like sending
yeah.
some shit back
When
and
you're-
forth.
Yeah,
And just like,
okay,
show me your dick.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like okay, I'll show you my dick.
You're like, yeah.
Like, fuck
And
yeah,
then you put a nice watch on.
Yeah.
You get some
Okay.
blingage on there. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the
what
trick,
you actually
eh?
have to do is you have to like shrink your hand beside it so it makes it look even bigger.
I have huge hands, so it's
Snapchat.
fucking hard for
Oh my
me.
god. You guys are funny. Okay.
All right, so in that case, what are like if a guy is at a bar and he comes up to you, what are the biggest turn-ons like that he could say? Like what's the
what's the-
smoothest way that a guy's ever come up to you, or even like online? I guess you can go both sides, honestly.
I love assertive men because I'm super independent, so I always have to like make all these decisions for myself. So if they come up to me and they're like, "You come over here, we're gonna do this," like the buy a drink shit is like, okay.
Damn it.
Fuck.
I'm like, talk to me about my hair or like compliment me on like something that I'm wearing. Like that isn't generic and like nice dress, like something that you have like thought about.
Yeah.
That's really attractive because that means you were thinking about me or thinking about something before you came over, which is hot.
I've learned more just in the last minute than I
Yeah.
actually, than I had in my own fucking arsenal. So
Okay.
I think
Thank you.
I think
You're
the
welcome.
only good line that I've ever had besides like saying like, "Can I get you a drink?" is like one time I just went across a bar and I just went up to this girl and I was like, "Just so you know, you're the hottest girl I've ever seen in here."
See?
And
Like,
that
love
was
that.
I think that's the only time I was bold enough, and it's probably because I was shit faced. So
Be
that's
more,
Yeah.
be bold as fuck. This is the other thing I wanted to say is guys, I feel like are so scared of girls and like that are out of their league per se. And it's like, no, take your shot. Like you literally miss every shot you don't take. So
And
just
that's-
do it.
yeah, and it's
Like, do
totally
it.
confidence, right?
It
and
is, yeah,
like, you know, it's
so
like the
hot.
most overused word, but like realistically, if like for me, if a girl comes up to me is absolutely
Yeah.
bold, I'm going to be like all over. I'm gonna be hitched to her hip the entire night. Like,
You're like,
yeah.
never leave me.
That's so true too, like the confidence thing. Because like whenever I've tried to go up to a girl, or if I see a girl who's like, "Holy fuck,"
Yeah.
I'll do it because in the back of my head, I always tell myself, if she says no, or if I embarrass myself, tomorrow's a new fucking day.
Exactly. Get the
Like,
next, next fish
I'll
in the
probably
sea.
never. Calgary's a big city. I'll probably never see her again.
Hell
she won't
yeah.
know who I am. She probably has like 10 guys a night try to do the same shit.
and like the mentality that like you basically
Yeah.
have to have is like worst case scenario they say no. Like
Exactly.
quite literally the worst case
Yep.
is they say no and you move on to the next, right?
Totally.
Not worth your time in that case. So
No, not at all.
we'll kind of flip to the opposite side of that question. What is the weirdest thing you've had a guy come up to you and say, or worse, I guess?
Oh my God.
One of the two.
I had a guy come up to me and be like, bounce up and down 7 times for $50.
You're right now.
Did you do it?
$50 a day.
Did you
I'm
it
like,
for
give me
$50?
$1,000, sure. No,
Yeah.
but $50, like,
That's
fuck, I
kinda
look
weak.
like. No,
Yeah.
I was like, ew, and he was young too. I was like, do you not have any other line?
That's all you got? Yeah.
I was
Bounce
like,
up and down.
okay.
I
Like,
love that.
That's weak shit.
what about you guys? What's the worst thing that you've been asked?
Honestly,
Or like approach?
I think the worst for me is I've just had girls come up to me and say, "Do you want to make out?" And I just
Ew.
kinda, in my defense, like I just look at them. Like if it's a really hot girl, absolutely I'm gonna do
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's fair.
But there's been girls who like I'm not trying to sound like an asshole here, but I just like wouldn't have done it even if I was like blackout drunk, I wouldn't do it. So like good for them for being bold, and I totally just was a hypocrite to myself because I said I like bold girls, but there's a certain line that I can't cross when it comes to that.
my least favorite thing that a girl will say to me at a bar is like, they'll come up to me without any like eye contact, nothing beforehand, and just say, "Want to buy me a drink?" And it's like,
Oh my,
that is
stop
the
it. Are
worst,
you
yeah.
kidding me?
like what?
And it's
I mean, sure, I probably will end up buying you a drink.
You're like, yeah,
I
baby, in a
don't.
second.
Unless they're like super fucking hot.
Okay.
Yeah, and
fair.
the worst part is like for me is like I probably 99% of the time am gonna end up buying that girl a drink,
Right.
even though I'm gonna regret it because first of all I'm broke. Second
Fair.
of all, it's probably gonna end up getting me nowhere because you probably did this to 10 other guys. tonight.
Retweet.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So I'm just getting used for my money at this point.
You're like, stop using me.
Yeah,
Fine.
I'd rather get used for other things, not my money. So
Yeah, you're
I'm way
like-
too broke for that.
Absolutely.
I feel that. And also, I didn't mean ew when you said like girls will come up to me and make out with me. I just meant like ew that's their approach because I'm like,
Yeah, bold.
you just
bold's
you
fine.
called him like.
I'm like
gross.
ew.
Yeah, that's fine.
No,
That's fine.
no.
That's fine. I'm over it.
Sorry for the pause, but it's time for a quick minute from our sponsor.
Yeah, we don't have any fucking sponsors.
Oh right. Can someone please sponsor us?
Our rate is currently too high.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll get there soon. Eventually, we'll have some big players come to the table.
Back to Lexi. Okay, and my next question, which
Yes.
is my favorite question I've been waiting to ask, is
Yeah.
either do you have or have you thought of creating your own OnlyFans page?
Dun dun
The
dun.
most important question of this entire interview.
Okay, boys, get ready. No, but just stay tuned. There's something coming in the next few months here.
You guys hear that?
Goddamn.
Mic drop.
That's, I mean, good money, right?
Exactly,
Like,
that's the
realistically,
thing.
So
Yeah, and I always thought about it, and I was like, oh, I don't want to do that because, like, I don't want to do that, but I'm being a stupid businesswoman not utilizing that amount of my content and that amount of my following. So
yeah, and
just stay tuned.
I know you mentioned like in our pre-interview or whatever
Yeah.
that like you obviously like do post some like lingerie pics and stuff like that on your Instagram. So like
Exactly.
I feel like that stuff you could easily just bank off of.
Why for free?
Right?
Why for free?
That's what I mean. And on one of my latest posts, I was like, I should be charging y'all for this shit. Like, I was like, what the
shit
fuck?
shouldn't be free.
Yeah, I was like,
shouldn't be
what?
I'm not saying I would buy it, but I would buy it.
Perfect.
Okay, we kind of got into some interesting questions. Do you want to get into some edgy ones? You
Yeah,
okay with that?
hit me with the
Fucking
edgy
do it.
questions. Let's go.
What is something that a guy has done in the bedroom that just made you go like, what the fuck was that? Like in a bad
Ew,
way.
like get the ick.
Oh, that.
Yeah, what's your ick
Yeah.
in the bedroom?
Oh my fucking god.
That's not a good start. I mean, there's a few.
No, I'm just trying to visualize.
It's honestly just processing because you're like, which one is
Oh.
it? Because I know I have a few that I've experienced where it's just like,
Yeah,
like I don't even know.
Disgust.
It's-
Okay.
Makes you sick.
literally. So I think my biggest ick is like when they are trying to like touch your clit and they're like rubbing your like left labia, and I'm like, babe, it's like over here,
Yeah.
not over there.
Oh god, how often?
Okay.
How often has that happened?
Oh my god. Okay, this is the thing. You have to train them. You have to train.
Like little
That
puppies.
sounds
They're like
so-
puppy dogs.
That sounds
Finishing.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
No, I mean just for some of them. Like, and obviously like every girl is different, so they have different preferences on like what they like and stuff. And so not all men like know what to do. And so it's just like you just kind of got to like grab their hand and just like move it a little bit. But some people take offense to that, and I'm like, don't be
Honestly,
offended. I'm
I
just
think-
trying to help.
Yeah, I think the worst is like for a guy when he's drunk. I mean, obviously that's
Yeah.
understandable. Like maybe your
Oh,
your
for sure.
peripheral, your center of gravity is a little off. But yeah, I mean that hurts. That hurts me to hear because as a dude, I mean, I think I've been able to find it, but
Okay, proud of
I'm
you.
not entirely sure
I
yet.
don't know. It depends. But
My parents listen to this. I'm a virgin. So.
Right? I know. I'm like,
As
Mom and
far as
Dad, turn this off right now.
the best time for a girl to like kind of like teach a guy is with you when he's drunk. So then in his own mind, he could just be like, "Oh, I just couldn't find it because I'm drunk."
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly. Yeah,
exactly. Because my thing is like, I don't want to bruise the ego. Because if I was like giving head and it was like apparently not going well, which like never happens, but
just quick throw up.
Gluck gluck 9,000.
Trust me, teeth hurt. As
Oh
someone
my
who's had
God.
experience, teeth hurts.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that just
you have
makes
no
me
idea.
cringe.
You have no
Oh my
idea.
God, no. Ow. I feel bad about that. What's your guys' like biggest ick in the bedroom?
Mine is like really simple, but it's bad breath.
Ew.
Like I can't
hot breath.
I can't
Ugh.
get in the mood if a girl like I had one time where like I was about to like it was just like a quick one night.
Yeah.
And she decided to go like eat some pickles before, and so she had pickle breath, and I was just,
Stop.
I wish I was lying. And
I love pickles,
and
not
from
gonna
that
lie.
Me
moment,
too, I love
it was
pickles
kind of
too.
one of those things where I was like, you know what, I'm here, I got to get this over with.
Oh my God.
So I did.
It sounds like a chore. You're like, fuck, I have to do this right now.
She was like on it, good for her. She wasn't good in bed, but like for the most part, I was just like all I could focus was like I can't get over this pickle
yeah.
breath right now.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
understandable though.
Yeah, that would suck. Mine, obviously, like that you mentioned it. Yeah, bad breath sucks.
For sure.
It's something I could definitely get over if everything else was good involved with it. But
No, you
I
can't.
think
Trust me, you can't. You really can't.
I think
It was like,
honestly, the
no.
biggest like no or like biggest ick, I guess you would say, is just laziness.
Oh, like
they're
just laying there like a
if they're
dead
just laying
fish.
Just
there,
making me do all the work.
either on their back or
that's
their
good.
stomach, whatever. It's just if you're just sitting there, it's like fuck off.
You're like, oh, okay, I'm fucking a doll right now. Like,
Yeah.
great, love
Which-
that.
Like unfortunately, like it just genuinely like I'm usually just not able to do all the work. Like I just get way too tired and sweaty.
Totally.
I haven't played sports competitively for a while. My stamina has gone way the fuck down.
It's not
You're
even
like,
funny.
come on,
Like,
babe.
I've had multiple times where I'm just like heavy breathing, like, like, can you get on top? And then they're like, some of them would just be like I don't like being on top. And you're like,
What?
come on, like
Being
oh.
on top is the best because you can literally get like stimulated from inside and also like your clit. Like you can like utilize.
You're
both
definitely
of them.
like one. I've definitely had more girls saying I'd rather not go on top. than
What?
I
I've had
have.
more say I like top better actually.
Yeah, top's the best.
So Right.
Girls.
What kind of girls am I getting with?
We gotta find neither some girls.
It sucks. We'll flip that question. So like, what's the best thing? Like, what's a great thing a guy should do in bed?
Shit.
Besides like finger your left leg.
Right besides finger my left leg. Oh my God. This is like super like I don't know if people even like care about this, but like either being like super nasty or like charismatic. That is so hot. Either being like super dirty and like raunchy or like you can tell that they like you. You know what I mean? Either one or both. Like when it's passionate sex is like, oh my fucking God. Like that's
I think like
chef's kiss.
I mean, I don't know like as a dude, but like if a girl like tells me what to do, I'd probably put a ring on her.
Yeah.
So like obviously that flips the other way. So
Yeah. That's the other thing too. And it's also like I personally like when my partner gets turned on. So like I love giving head because it's like really attractive to like watch them like be turned on. You know what I mean? A lot of girls are like, ew, like why would, and I'm like, girl, if you're not doing it, somebody else is. Like,
Oh, shit, yeah. And that's no cap. That's straight up.
oh my God.
Wait, so are you saying like overall, your ideal like man in the bed would be someone who could make love to you passionately, but also behind the scenes just do
Like little
Yeah,
dirty,
be like
dirty.
crazy.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, let's,
basically
Raunchy
like 50
shit.
Shades of
Like,
Grey.
let's be honest. Like the dirty stuff is like the best. Like it's way
Totally.
better sex when
Was it-
like
is
you
it
get
is.
into
Christian Grey?
Yeah, Christian Grey.
That's,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, aside from being a sexy ass man,
Yeah.
just his like mannerisms and shit he does in the room, that's what I want to do.
Literally, it's hot. Like it's hot. It makes you feel loved, but you're also like, oh, I'm a
To
whore.
me, that's how much I like that guy.
I would let a lot
Love
of guys
it.
do things to me, but he's not. He doesn't crack my list.
He doesn't
like, I have,
know?
like Ryan Reynolds, probably number one.
Oh,
easy.
daddy.
Number two, probably Kale.
Oh, shit. I feel like I'm interfering on something here, y'all.
Kind of cock blocking right now.
Kevin James, Paul Blart.
Out there.
Okay, well, fuck. That brings it down to my last question. Unless you had any other ones, I got one more question.
I'd say it's pretty good.
All right.
It is aside from the one I wanted to get out about the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Personally, and for a lot of dudes I know, this is one question that they just want to know.
Yeah.
And it's, does size matter?
No, not in my opinion.
Let's go. This is the best.
No, not in my opinion. Like I said, if you know like if your thrust game's on A1, perfect. That's literally what matters. And if you are doing what the girl likes, perfect.
What about like guys giving head? Is that a pretty big one?
Ooh, that is a big one. Okay, so not to blast any of my exes or anything, but one of them literally had like a phobia of like going down on women. And I was just like,
not the best
but he'd
phobia to
always
have.
want me to suck his dick. I was like, return the favor, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like, ew, I don't want to.
That's kind of sexist of him, actually.
I was like, excuse me, are you scared of vaginas? Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah, so that also is like, love it. If they know what they're doing and they're not licking your labia, then it's like great.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fun
huge.
time, you know?
So it's just,
Yeah.
it's really just the game. Like the size.
It is.
Fuck,
Yeah.
let's go.
That
What a day.
I'm a happy man now.
I mean, like, obviously, if it's not a little shrimp, you know what I mean?
Like
but
if
like,
you just can't do work with it. Like if
Yeah.
you literally just can't do work with it.
no, but like, we love all sizes
Yeah.
over here.
So it's like
Fuck
that whole
yeah.
ocean of the motion.
Yes. Motion
of
in the
ocean.
motion.
Yeah, isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
It's not the size of the ship.
I was thinking, I was thinking something to do with commotion. And I was like, no, it doesn't sound
Like,
right.
No, well, that was my last question.
Amazing.
That was a fucking
Fucking
ster interview. Great
thank
job,
you.
Lexi.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Would you like kind of quickly shout out your social media pages for everyone?
Yes. So you guys can follow me on Instagram at Lexi Winters, double I on the Lexi and the Winters, no E. TikTok is the same thing, just 17. I also got a YouTube channel. You can just search Lexi Winters. And the OnlyFans, you'll see later on. Just you got to follow me on Instagram for that.
All
So yeah, so everyone fucking
everyone make sure you pay for OnlyFans.
make sure you keep the updates up. Go follow her so she'll give updates on her OnlyFans coming out, which obviously for all you horny fucks out there, that's probably the biggest thing you're going to take from this whole entire interview.
Oh my God, we're like, Jesus.
But yeah, fucking
That was
great.
awesome.
Thanks, Lexi.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Lexi.